So, Rick, I'm sick of being the good guy all the time. Like, oh, just for once, I'd like to play the bad guy. I want to be a villain.
Mm, nice, but I don't think you'd ever be able to pull it off.
Really?
Yeah.
What about if I did this? Hello and welcome to the Superpower Dead team. I'm Peter.
And I'm Rick, and today we're reviewing the 2022 film The Grey Man.
When the CIA's top asset, his identity known to no one, uncovers agency secrets, he triggers a global hunt by assassins set loose by his ex-colleague.
So, Peter, what did you think of The Grey Man?
Well, I thought it was all right. I thought it was well done. It was pretty slickly directed. I didn't know who directed it, so I thought, oh, this is not done quite well. So I looked it up, and it's the Russo brothers, so you expect it to be like pretty polished. I thought it was a step above the usual Netflix type movie. I thought it was okay. It was too long. Could have been cut down, but it was all right.
I thought it was below all right. I think it definitely is worthy of a direct-to-video kind of release, and it would be a competent one of those. I saw at the end of the film that it was the Russo brothers, and I was kind of disappointed when I saw that because knowing what they have produced. And I found there were bits of this that were good, but you're right, it was too long. There was a point, because we were watching it on Netflix, and there was a point where I paused it to go get another drink or whatever, and it was like 45 minutes to go, and I was like, what, 45? Like, this should be wrapping up in the next, 10. Like, I thought it was, that close to the end. The characters were uneven. Like, they were presented as something, but then they would make choices that I would just go, hang on, what? Like, why would you do that? And the biggest part that put me off was, and it's not the fact that Captain America was playing a bad guy, it was that he looked like Tex Walker. And for those who do not know Australian rules football or the Adelaide Football Club, he was the captain of the Adelaide Football Club. I don't think he currently is, but every time he was on screen, I'm just seeing Tex Walker, and I'm just going, I cannot take you seriously because I'm just waiting for you to say some stupid advertising jingle about fences.
I get that Chris Evans is trying to play against type, like being the bad guy for a change, but I think it would have been a lot better if the roles were reversed, if Ryan Gosling was the baddie and Chris Evans was the goodie.
Yeah.
And I felt that Chris Evans, while he played a jerk really well, like his character was a jerk and he did a good job of it, he wasn't very menacing. Like he wasn't.
No, he really wasn't, was he? Yeah. And I thought part of that was because I was just thinking of a footballer. But
there's one scene with Ryan Gosling where he's escaped like a big shootout and he's gone onto a train. And it sets up this big action scene on a train. But the baddies are scanning the train. And it looks like it's all empty. Now, if he stayed behind the door and wasn't spotted, none of that would happen. But because he was lying at the doorway ready to shoot them, we get this big elaborate train thing. And it just didn't need to happen. He should have just ducked behind and we wouldn't have had all that carnage.
It got to that point where it was like Die Hard 4, where it's not a real person. They're doing these impossible stunts and things that would kill a person in real life.
You hurt?
I mean, my ego's a little bruised.
But there was that, people jumping onto moving buses and trains and all that sort of stuff, and barely any impact to them at all or damage. And while I am willing to suspend some disbelief, I think there were just things in there that made me just kind of go,
I think it started off really strongly.
I think so too.
In the jail, and then like the first action set piece that set the whole story in motion were done quite well. But yeah, progressively I thought, okay, this is stretching out a bit. Then you get a bit of excitement. Oh yeah, this is all right, and then it stretches out a bit. And then at the end we've got which I hate, the mano fight when.
Yeah. Because just shoot him.
Exactly.
Just shoot him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, which is what would actually happen. But yeah, it just annoys me that they have to have these big fights. It's such a cliche in movies, and it's not very exciting anymore.
So, and I think that's what annoyed me about it more. It seemed to be movie by cliche. So there was the abusive father, the guy who's made into a weapon that's the best of the best that no one can bring down. And
there's
then,
nothing original about it at all.
and then there's the rogue guy that they hire to bring in.
Lloyd?
Yeah, and then was it Floyd or Lloyd?
Lloyd.
Lloyd. Who am I thinking of? Fitzroy I was thinking of. Yeah, there's someone trying to cover their ass in the CIA. There's the sick daughter that the other guy's trying
I
to
thought at least there was some attachment on that level, that he had a connection with the kidnapped girl instead of just some random.
So, Peter, would you recommend The Grey Man?
I thought it was all right. I think that some people would enjoy it. It's not fantastic, but it is better than a lot of the other Netflix movies.
I'm not gonna not recommend it. I think it was uneven at best, and I was a little bit disappointed when I found out it was from the Russo brothers, because I probably would expect better from them.
Thank you for watching the Superpower Dare Die team. If you enjoy our videos, please like them, please comment on them, and please subscribe to our channel. If you click on the bell, you'll never miss an episode.